All right, so last part of this is we're going to add an info card about the specific atom. So in this actions button, you can actually have a panel show up. So this panel show up wherever I want it to. In this case, I'm going to have it show up above the group atom. We're going to title it the name of the atom, which is carbon, and we'll give it some information. So carbon has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and protons and 6 electrons. It is commonly used in steel, plastics, and rubber. Carbon's atomic weight is approximately 12. So now I've got that. It says I have no image assets, so I need to add an image. So I'm going to go to upload. I can search for the web, but you might want to search elsewhere if you want, if you have an image you found already. So I'm going to search for carbon. Here's a picture. I'm going to upload this one. No, we actually have to upload, sorry. So I have to go to upload. I'm going to upload the image of carbon. So I believe I have a carbon atomic block sample. Oops. Oh, that's not what we want. Upload a picture of carbon. And of course, I'm going to have to cancel this one. Carbon atom. There we go. So there's my carbon atom. You'll notice here is now a choice, and this pops up. We don't want to hide it automatically. We'll let it happen. So now when I go to play, the first thing that happens is this comes up. I have to exit out to get rid of it, and then I can look at the rest of my moving come to life atom. So from there, you can get a little bit more complicated. You can add some things in. So events is when something happens, the actions will take place. So in this case, I may say, scene items, grab my group atom. When I click the atom, when you activate is click, that's when this will pop up. But in fact, I would rather that happen here. So when you click the atom, all of the action will take place. So this pops up right away. All the action takes place. In my original scene, I added a button, which is just really quickly putting a block in, making it big enough to see, and then over top of it putting the text. This is extra. You don't have to do this. You don't have to make this part of your project, but you always could. All right. I'm going to attach that to the top of the button, and then make sure that I can use it in Blockly. So there's my panel. Now, I also want the button to move down. So let's make sure I have that in Blockly too. All right, so from here, you can then do your action, or I'm sorry, your event. When we activate the button, actions, it's going to, I'm sorry, transitions, the button is going to move down 2 meters. That'll get it underneath the scene. And then this is going to pop up, and then I can make the button pop back up by having it move back up. And all of a sudden now I have a button that gives me info. So you can take a look at what it's going to look like. Now nothing is moving when I click on the atom. They all start to move. When I push the button, it disappears and up comes the information. The button comes back. If I want to come back and read it some more, you now have your three-dimensional virtual atom live in motion, animated, and ready to go. So check it out. Give it a shot. Try all this stuff out. It's a lot of fun. And then from there, if you want to add music, you want to add other things to it, go for it. But this is the basics of this project put together. It should take you about 45 minutes or so total to put the whole thing together, maybe a little faster if you're going quickly.